talking. 1 minute, I'll unmute everybody. Right. So there you are. Everyone's unmuted. You can unmute yourself also if you want to. Assalamu alaikum everybody. Ramadan Kareem, how are you doing? Good? Nice. Everyone's, I know you all are big boys and girls, so all of you must be fasting, Ramadan mode. Yes, except Adil. Adil, roza hai kya?
हाँ भाई
ठीक
गलती
है.
से हो गया.
Okay, he's my college friend there, and that's his son. So good. How are you? Can you introduce yourself from Hyderabad?
I'm Saad from Hyderabad.
Okay, Saad from Hyderabad, and we've got a lot of people here. Zaina, I've seen Zaina, mashallah. These are all my friends who have now become fathers. So Farhad, how are you? I think you're Farhad. Where are you from? Where are you calling from? Which city?
Khobar.
Okay, from Khobar, Saudi Arabia. That's fantastic. Amina, don't worry. You can't unmute yourself. I'll help you. Fantastic. I think you all are using it well. I will do it right away. Let me see if I can unmute you, Amina. Right. Munib, how are you?
Hi.
Yeah, Amina, you can speak now if you want to. Farhana, assalamu alaikum. How are you? Good to see you.
I'm fine.
Good. This is nice. And Munib, what football is going on? No more football, no Mohamed Salah and Messi's. This lockdown, everybody sitting at home?
Yes.
Oh, all your favorite. So good. And Abdullah from Dubai. How are you, Abdullah?
Alhamdulillah.
This is nice. Right. Oh, we've got Sufyan from Qatar, right? Sufyan, how are you?
Alhamdulillah. I'm alright.
MashaAllah. So all of you, alhamdulillah, so nice to see you. There's some more friends joining in. So we'll just wait for another 2 minutes. It's exactly 1 o'clock. So I'll give 2 minutes and then we'll get started. Is that okay with everybody?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Most of you, since I've done the sessions with some of you, those who have just come in, welcome to Hub Schooling and Golden Sparrow. We will be doing a Ramadan special. So every week I'll be meeting you twice and I'll unmute you now and mute you. And as and when the time comes in, you will be able to speak to me, right? Everybody. So I'm muting everybody right now. So you can only hear me. And anyone who has any problem, see, there are 2 ways to communicate with me. Number one, you can use the chat box and you can start chatting with me and you can just say that, Daud sir, Daud uncle, anything is comfortable, right? I'm not able to hear you and I will immediately spawn a solution. Or else you can raise your hand in your screen itself and then I can speak to you. Fine. So we've got 3 more students joining in. We've got 15. I think we've got 18 students in this group, and I'll introduce what this group means to the ones who have just joined in. How are the M&M brothers, Muazzam and Mudabbir? I think they're just joining the audio, so it's good enough. At some point, I'll ask you all to open up your screen. So we'll take one group smiling photograph. Yes? Not now, inshallah, when we get started. Okay. Right. There's Ibrahim joining in, I think from Surat. So we get a lot of friends out there. Good. Fantastic. Okay. So we will just introduce. My name is Daud Waid. All of you, I'm sure you all know me, but the ones who have just joined in, and I will be doing the first class, and hopefully we'll get some brilliant teachers coming and teaching you as the classes go ahead. Also, this group is called Mandela. Now, all of you know who Mandela is, isn't it? Nelson Mandela, the South African president, 27 years in prison, yet he did not give up. And this is what I'll be teaching you in this. Of course, I'll be teaching you math, science, algebra, biology, chemistry. Don't worry, not so much, but little bit of subject everywhere, right? But you will enjoy learning, you will enjoy education again. More importantly, as we discuss, we'll talk about stories, we'll talk about lessons, and we will go ahead that way. Once again, welcome everybody. And I got most of your introductions here. So let me get started straight into what I wanted to do teaching. There is today's session is all about English. How many of you like English as a subject? You can switch on your screens or you can go on the chat, but you can raise your hand if you're not speaking. So you like English? How many don't? You all like English? No, okay, right. One boy, Saad, don't worry about your father. Saad, do you like English? Yeah, Saad can show me a hand. What about Sufyan? You like English? No? Okay, I've got Ibrahim likes English. Good to see you, Ibrahim. Okay, what about Munib and Muazzam? Mudabbir, do you like English? Mudabbir, can you hear me? Okay, all right. So Amina says she likes English. Brilliant. Okay, hold on. I've not muted everybody, so I'll unmute everybody right now. Now you can all speak as of now. Okay, so the ones who don't like English, why don't you speak? Farhad, do you like English?
Yes.
Oh, that's nice to hear that. So Munib, you like English? You saw Safia behind, right? She's going for classes now. Okay. All right. I hope today you will like English a little bit better than you liked before. Yes, we will speak about something that is interesting in English. And by the end of this session, all of you will be able to write brilliant English novel. Is that okay?
Yes.
Let's get started. So, okay, brilliant. So I'm going to start sharing the screen, and then we will talk about what English means to all of you. So, hold on. Okay, right. I have muted everybody, so you may not be able to hear me. But now, welcome. Can you all see the screen? The ones who I see on the screen. Can you raise your hand if you see the screen here? Okay, I can see Saad seeing the screen. Sufyan, can you see the screen? Munib can see the screen. Good. Ibrahim. Okay, good. If you can't see the screen, you can also ask your fathers. You know, I have my mobile right next to me, so hopefully I can keep checking. I may not have too much time to see this mobile, but at least I can make sure that you all can see the screen, and then we can watch it across. Good. Every class, when I'm going to take a class and any other teacher going to take a class, we're going to learn 4 things. Number 1, we're going to learn about learning itself. Something new we'll learn about. Then we will talk about mindset. It's a brilliant concept. Basically, they say that all the games, all the education is out here. If you can win here, you can win everything. You know, it is all about perseverance. It's all about your keyword is grit. The third thing, we'll do some games, some activity. We'll start with an activity right now. And every time we do, I'll give you a challenge. Today, the topic I've chosen is called fiction or non-fiction. Fair enough. Quickly, I'll again unmute you. And I want to know from all of you, just raise your hand. Fiction and non-fiction. So what's fiction? Okay.
Not real. That is animated.
Okay, Munib. So Munib's given a definition of fiction, which I liked it. Who else can give me a fiction definition? Ahmed, what's fiction? Okay, we'll have a lot of Ahmeds also today. New friends have come in. Ahmed Kazi. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna mute everybody, and you all can unmute when I speak to you. All right. So Ahmed, if you can unmute yourself, or I will try to unmute you, Ahmed, first, and then we'll get to yourself.
Okay.
Okay, Ahmed, tell me what's fiction.
Fiction is like a story that is not real or it's made up.
Okay, it's not a real story or a made-up story. Good enough. Sakleen, what is non-fiction then? You can unmute yourself, Sakleen. Yeah, you can speak now. Don't worry, I have unmuted you. Sakleen, tell me, what's non-fiction? Can you speak up, Sakleen? Yeah, Sakleen, speak.
Internet problem.
Don't worry, I can hear you, Sakleen. Go ahead, tell me. What's non-fiction?
Non-fiction is which is real.
Okay, which is real. All right, okay. Let me quickly jump across to Mudabbir. Mudabbir, what is fiction? Give an example now.
Fiction, for example, Avengers.
Oh, Avengers is fiction. I have a debate on that. We'll find out. You know, Thanos really lives, don't he? We'll talk about that. Okay. Do you like Avengers, Saad? Saad, you can speak up. Who's your favorite Avenger?
Who's your favorite Avenger?
Iron Man.
Who? Iron Man. Okay. Tony Stark. All right. Sufyan, give an example of non-fiction. Sufyan, any non-fiction example comes to your mind? Okay. What is non-fiction? Okay. All right. Good, Sufyan. Amina, can you give me an example of non-fiction? Yeah, you're right, Amina. I cannot unmute you. Can you unmute yourself? Okay, I will help you unmute yourself before I go on. Farhana, give me example of non-fiction.
Animals, birds, anything.
Okay, all right. Was it Farhana speaking?
No.
Okay, all right. Farhana, give me an example. I heard Amina. Yes, Farhana, give me an example of non-fiction.
Life of Pi.
Life of Pi. Oh, interesting. Zayan, how are you? Good to see you. You want to speak? What is non-fiction?
Non-fiction is something that is real, that
Wow.
takes place in a story.
Okay, good enough. You all know your fiction, non-fiction. So I'm unmuting everybody. So you'll just keep silent. So I'm going to show you some books and tell me if it is fiction or non-fiction. This book, can you see the book? It says more favorite animal stories. So a lot of animals are talking in this, right? So
I can't hear you.
One minute. Oh, hold on. Yeah, now you can hear me very well. I've muted everybody. So I will give you a choice. Okay, and all of you can open your video screen so I can see you. Right? This book, quickly tell me, is it fiction or non-fiction? You can raise your hand, everybody who thinks it is fiction. Fiction. Okay, Ahmed's raising hand. Abdullah is Amina. Okay. Farhad. All right. So you all know this is fiction. Brilliant. Okay. Let me bring out my favorite character. He's my Iron Man. Okay. Yes. Fiction, non-fiction. Raise your hand if it's fiction. Raise your hand if it is fiction. Sakleen thinks it's fiction. Okay. All right. You can. I give you another chance. Fiction is something which is not real. Okay. Dhoni, is he real? Is Dhoni real? Raise your hand. Yes or no? Yes. Right. Dhoni's helicopter shot is real. Yes. He is the captain of the Chennai Super King. Correct. So Dhoni's book. Yes. Right. I'm so sorry. I did not pick Messi because you all like Messi. I don't like Messi. I like Dhoni. Right. So Dhoni's book is non-fiction. Not fiction means it is not untrue. It is a real story. So remember, non-fiction, real. Non-fiction, real. Okay. So when for example, when Amina writes her own biography. Okay. Amina's story. So will it be fiction or non-fiction, Amina? Raise your hand. It will be non-fiction. If it is non-fiction, okay, there you are. So if you write anything which is real, it is non-fiction. Okay, hold on. Again, I'm unmuting. I enjoy talking to you. Don't worry. There'll be a little noise here, but you all can hear me. You can shout out loud. Fiction or non-fiction? Harry Potter.
Fiction.
Fiction. Okay, which book is this? All right, this is the first book, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. It's all fiction, right? It's not real. What about this man? He wrote a book, Adolf Hitler's Mein Kampf. Fiction or non-fiction?
Non-fiction.
Non-fiction. Okay, you are getting it. Something that is real is non-fiction. This book is real. Very boring, long book. Yeah, it's Safia's book. I don't read this. Okay, last two. This one. Science experiments. Non-fiction. Okay, everybody's getting it? Yeah, everyone's understanding? Ibrahim, I can't see you, but you can hear me, Ibrahim? Yes? Non-fiction?
Non-fiction.
Okay, good. Last book, fiction or non-fiction? Roald Dahl's Ghost Stories.
Fiction. Non-fiction. Fiction.
Okay, ghost stories, fiction, right? Okay, so if I say, so yes, all Roald Dahl ghost stories are fiction. I've muted you, but if I say jinn stories, maybe non-fiction, right? Next time we'll talk about jinns and all, but right now, and don't ask my friends from college, right? But right now we are talking about fiction, non-fiction. So again, I'm going to explain to you anything which is real. Anything about some person, so it is Dhoni's story or Messi's story or Adolf Hitler's, anything that is it is a non-fiction. It is not fake, but fiction. Like Avengers is fiction, Shin Chan is fiction, any kind of Roald Dahl stories, any kind of Black Beauty story is fiction, right? Something is not real. So good, Arif. Now I'm going to come back to, I want to show you something. Okay, now the first thing I want to show you is this. It's a movie poster about a very famous movie. Sorry if you're a Marvel fan, this is a DC character. He is the Batman's Dark Knight. He's called the Joker. And today I will teach you how do you make a great opening. Every book, if you don't have a good opening, you'll get bored, isn't it? The excitement is you have to have a great opening. So, for example, Who is this guy? He's India's opener. What's his name?
Yes. Rohit Sharma.
Rohit Sharma. So what does Rohit Sharma do when he goes out to bat? He does tuck, tuck, tuck like Rahul Dravid. What does he do?
He attacks.
He attacks. Okay, I've got a cricket fan, a very poor spinner, Adil. I used to hit him. I used to attack him a lot, right? So Rohit Sharma attacks a lot, correct? So that is what a good opening is. A good opener is someone who immediately attacks. He can put hook shots. He can make some, 2 balls, you need for super over, and he can make sixers. That is what a good story is. If you can't attack in a good opening, if the story is boring, you will get lost. Subhanallah, we are in Ramadan, and look at the opening of the Quran. The first ayah from Surah Al-Baqarah, where it's a beautiful thing. What does it say? Alif Lam Mim Zalikal Kitabi La Rayba Fihi Hudan lil Muttaqin. And this is a challenge for you. This is a Zalikal Kitab. This book, this is a guidance. It's the confidence that the Quran speaks about. And that opening mesmerizes you. Mesmerizes means it dazzles you. You are astonished. You're like, wow, that is what a good book will do. I will share a screen. I will show you a 2 minutes video. If your internet's poor, your video might come a little slowly, but still try to enjoy the video from this movie, the Dark Knight, and then we'll talk about it. All right. So I'm going to start sharing a new screen with you, and hopefully you can see the video a little better. And anyone who cannot see, you can, just wait for a while. I'll explain the video at the end of it. So you all can see the video screen right now. There is a mask. Can you see the mask there? Hopefully you can hear the voice as well. I'm going to open the video and you can enjoy it.
Three of a kind. Let's do this.
That's it? 3 guys?
2 guys on the roof. Every guy gets a share. 5 shares is plenty.
6 shares. Don't forget the guy playing the job.
He thinks he can sit it out and still take a slice. I know why they call him the Joker.
So why do they call him the Joker? I heard he wears makeup. Makeup? Yeah, to scare people. War paint. Here comes the silent alarm, and there it goes. That's funny, it didn't dial out to 911. It was trying to reach a private number. Is it a problem? No, I'm done here.
Obviously, we don't want you doing anything with your hands other than holding on for dear life. On the ground! Stay on the ground! Nobody make a move! Nobody! Stay down!
Right. Let me get back to you. Interesting? Yes. Hold on. I'll unmute everybody so that we can just share another screen, and then I'll start speaking to you. So we just saw a little part of a very interesting video, isn't it? What did we learn from it? Hold on. Sorry. Yeah, this is much better. So now you saw one part of the movie, The Dark Knight. And if I can continue the movie, and hopefully I'll show you the next 2 minutes of it also. It's very interesting. I'll give a link. Did you see some excitement in the movie? Did you see the characters could you see all the characters in the movie? You could only see one character, right? You could see the one who was shooting. So all of you saw the movie. Can I put you all on unmute again? So it'll be easy for me. Just remember, if you want to speak, you can speak. Just raise your hands and speak. So you saw people with, what did you see? You saw with masks. Did you see a lot of people with masks?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And did you see that they were shooting each other also? Yeah, they were shooting their own friends. Correct. They were also you saw that. Hold on, I'm going to just unmute someone. Background noise is coming in. So all of you who people are around, you'll have to unmute yourself. Okay, right? You could see that people were speaking. They were all looting a bank, but they had masks on. Correct? A great movie, and that is what we're talking about. A great audio. Any book that we're talking about. This is a movie, but it is introducing you with characters, but also creates curiosity in the audience. It is, you don't know who the people are. It creates shock. Oh, they are shooting their own friend. At the end, you will see that this man removes his mask and he is the Joker. And this itself, the first minute of the movie starts getting you excited. Actually, if you see the poster of the movie, can you see in the yellow color, what is made here? What do you think is made here? Right? Hold on. I will start also, I will start asking you individually. Can anybody see? Fair enough. Adil, okay, so Saad, can you see the middle part of it, Saad? What do you see in the middle one?
Bad side.
Okay, it's a bat kind of say. So you know from the curiosity, it's a Batman. Sometimes, people just showing us that what they are going to show, but they don't reveal everything. That is exactly what a good movie does also. So now I'm going to ask you, how do we start a good movie or a good book? Is all about creating the opening. If the opening is not good, the movie or the book is flat. Now you see a haunted image right here. Let me quickly run down to somebody here. Okay, we are going to Mozam. Mozam, can you see? I'm unmuting you, Mozam. All right. What do you see here? Can you describe what you see, Mozam?
A house.
Okay, what kind of house is it? Is
it kind of house?
Okay, it is more like a horror house, correct? Fantastic. Okay, yeah. Zayan. Okay, Zayan, would you like to go in a house like this?
No.
No, Zayan says no. Abdullah, of course, you can recite Ayatul Kursi and go in a house like this, isn't it? Can you go in a house like this? Okay. Now, if the house can tell you a story, right? Farhana, what story will the house tell you? Yeah, Farhana, what story will the house tell you?
The house will tell you to go away and not come. He'll tell you a horror story so that you don't stay in that house.
Okay, the house will tell you a horror story so you don't stay in the house. Brilliant. All right. Safiya, okay. So you think, how old is this house?
It's very big.
It's very big, okay. Is it almost like 100 years old?
Yeah.
Possibly 100 years old, right? Farhad, okay. Farhad, you think the house will tell a story about what kind of family? Happy family or scared family?
Scared family.
Scared family. Now, this is what we call, the word is premise. Okay, the premise means you're building up a premise, you're building something up to tell a story, right? One last thing, let me go to Ahmed now. Ahmed, you can stay one night in this house all alone?
No, I cannot.
No, you cannot. Ayatul Kursi is there, isn't it? But right, so suddenly we are building up a premise. Let me go to another one and I'll ask some more people out there. Okay, now this is a common mirror, right? Amina, if the mirror can describe what it saw in the morning, today morning, this mirror in your house, what will the mirror say?
It will say that if you go in it, then you might get invisible or something.
Okay, okay. Amina's mirror is invisible. All right, fair enough. Okay, Sufyan, what will this mirror say if the mirror is in a, you know those funny mirrors in the amusement parks and all? What will the mirror say? Yeah, if the mirror has seen that, what will it say?
A man with no head.
Okay, a man with no head came in. So mirror is telling a lot of stories there. Munib, if this mirror was in your house, what will it say? Did it look at you today?
I don't know.
Okay, did you brush in front of the mirror today?
No.
Oh, you didn't flush in front of the mirror? Okay. So my mirror will say, this man, oh, he brushed every day in front of me. He says like that, right? Maybe in suhoor time, when you got over Sahri, correct? Sakleen, if this mirror was in the airport, what will it say?
Airport.
Yeah, airport. Maybe it is, see, yeah, people doing the tie, they're going in and checking themselves, the suit, correct? The mirror will see a lot of people in the airport or few people in the airport?
Few people.
Okay, now with the lockdown, few people, but if the airport is there running, there'll be a lot of people, Sakleen?
Yes, yes.
All right, fine. So what you see is all of these are giving stories. Mudabbir, if this mirror was in the lift and you're all alone in the lift, what do people do? Can you show me, like, what do people do in the lift when you're all alone?
Comb their hair.
They comb their hair and then, I will not do that, but then they dig for gold also sometime. When you're all alone, you do that in the mirror?
No.
No, you don't do that. All right, good. So what happens is a great author, he thinks like a character. So a good author, if you have to become a good storyteller, a good author, you start thinking like the character. If I was a house, how will I think? If I was a mirror, how will I think? And this is what a good story is all about. Okay, now let me go to the mindset part of it. Small just example of what I'm talking about. Who is this gentleman who's sitting like this? Can anybody tell me? Hold on, I will now, let me ask one by one, let me ask. Zayan, do you know who this man is in this black coat?
Shakespeare.
Oh, brilliant, Zayan. It is William Shakespeare. Right. So what are we talking about is these people were also in quarantine. Okay, they were in lockdown. During Shakespeare's time, there was a huge plague. And what Shakespeare did, I'm going to tell you. Okay, there is another man in the screen. Maybe I should go and ask Farhana out here. Farhana, who is this man with a pipe in his mouth and a lot of things on his head? Can you guess? A very, very famous author.
Roald Dahl?
Oh, you're telling me or are you guessing?
I'm guessing.
Wow, that's a perfect guess, Farhana. This is Roald Dahl and William Shakespeare. Brilliant, both of you. Hold on, I'll come to this story. So now, you know, both of them were in quarantine, like we all are here. And yet they produced some brilliant stories. Shakespeare came up with a book called King Lear, one of the best books that he did in lockdown. It's all about imagining. And Roald Dahl used to go to a small cottage and he wrote books like BFG, what is that? Other book, okay, The Twits, The Witches, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. All these books came when they were all alone, isolated. And the idea is you don't give up. One of the things I want to teach you, you know, in this hub schooling is whatever happens. So some of you, when I ask you a question, even when you're joking, you said, oh, I don't like English. Trust me, there's nothing like I don't like. You will love maths. You will love any language. It's all about you believing in it. Okay, this clown, have you seen this clown somewhere? It's a very famous movie again called, it starts with 2 letters only. Can anybody type or tell me? Can I put you all on unmute maybe? And then maybe I can hear you.
It's IT.
Oh, IT. Yes, absolutely right. And the author is, can you tell me the author? On the side, the author's photo is there. Yeah? Okay. His name, somebody said, okay, his name is Stephen King. Okay? The author is Stephen King. The book is It or IT. You know, Stephen King is called the greatest horror author of his time. Now, he wrote many books, and every time he will send a book to the publisher, they will throw him, they'll reject him. Until one day he wrote a book, and you know, as he was writing the book, he was so tired, he said, this book will be rejected. He threw the book in the dustbin. And his wife picked up the book from the dustbin. So you see a dustbin here. His wife picked up the book from the dustbin, and then she sent the book to the publisher and became one of the best book of his time. Some people say it is it, some people say it is another book. So, you know, that is why your mama's role is very important. Your father is working. She has to help him a lot, correct? But the whole point is you can't give up. No matter what happens, in this class or any class, if you say, oh, I don't understand, don't worry. It is not, in 45 minutes, you'll not learn anything, right? In 45 minutes, you'll not ace the world. But trust me, by slowly, you will love learning. I'll give another example. Very nice example. This is a chemistry example, okay? There is a poison called arsenic. Arsenic, if you drink it, you will die. Okay, if you drink arsenic, you will die. So suddenly in Germany, 2 friends stood in front of the medical journal and they drank 2 bottles, small bottles of arsenic, and they didn't die. Nothing happened to him. And this was surprising. How is it possible? Who will raise the hand and I'll allow you to guess? 2 people drank full arsenic poison and they did not die. How is it possible? Okay, Munib wants to answer. Okay, Munib, good. I'll come to you. Okay, Munib, tell me.
Because they were not human, they were robots.
Oh, Munib is already in horror fiction. Okay, Munib, no. Okay, Amina, what's your answer? What do you want to say?
Maybe about that poison, it was a rumor and it was not real.
Okay, it was a rumor and not a poison. Actually, they did a urine test after that, and it was real poison. Safia wants to attempt. What do you think, Safia?
They had prayed dua before.
Oh, okay. So that story was of Khalid bin Walid. All right, you know the story of Khalid bin Walid, where Khalid bin Walid drank the full poison, saying Bismillah, and nothing happened. But remember, that is Khalid bin Walid. That can only happen in Khatro Ke Khiladi. Don't try it at home. Okay, that's the special Sahabas out there. Okay, all right. Anybody wants to attempt? Anybody thinks what? Okay, Zayan wants to attempt. Brilliant, Zayan. Tell me.
Will he have a quantity when this level of quantities drink, they will die?
Wow, I love the way, Zayan. I'm happy, mashallah. Fawzi, you're doing some brilliant work with the kids. You are almost very close. So what happened was, these people trained their body. Every day for the past 3 months, they would drink little bit of poison. Every day. They will drink in the tea, they will drink in normal water, lemon juice. But every day they'll drink one, and slowly they'll increase the dosage. And so much of dosage came inside them that the body became resistant to the poison. And this is exactly true on the opposite side. See, you don't become fat by eating one McDonald's. I'm sorry, it's Ramadan. Okay, no. Bad example, right? But still, one big cheeseburger doesn't make you fat. But if you eat one every day, you will become very fat, isn't it? Like most of your fathers. Correct, Farhana? But the whole idea is, you can't, the same way you can't learn everything in one day. But every day when I speak to you, you'll get bored also. You'll say, oh, this is not enough. But slowly, you'll become brilliant in even learning. And that is what we are doing. Okay, let's go back to our story. And today's only funda I'm going to give you is, how do you make a great opening? Okay, we are talking about opening from Rohit Sharma, Dark Knight. Remember, we are speaking about how do you make a very brilliant story opening. I'm going to give you 4 examples. You have to tell me, why is this opening very important? These are some of the most popular books that we're going to talk. So you're also knowing about books. Some of the books you have not read, you will read when you go to class 9, 10th in college. But also we are learning a lot of things that we're discussing. Okay, I want one volunteer. Raise your hand to read this story. Who would read the story? Okay, hold on. Yeah, okay, Abdullah. Abdullah, read the story. I've unmuted you. Go ahead.
He was an old man who finished alone in a skiff and in the Gulf Stream, and he had gone 84 days now without taking a fish.
Okay, good. So thank you, Abdullah. What are the 2 things that comes to your mind when you read this? Was he young or old?
He was an old man.
Old man. And what happened to him? Very important part. What is the most important part? Okay, look at something. Okay, good enough. Lead the last third line from the last. What's the keyword? How many days?
84 days.
Okay, 84 days that this man was somewhere. Okay, 84 days is equal to Mudabbir. 84 days is how many months? Close to. 2.5, 3 months. I'll allow 3 months. Okay, yeah. So it's close to 3 months. So now what the first story is telling me is, you suddenly realize that this was an old man who has gone to fish, and he has not had fish for almost 3 months. Ibrahim, now do you think this man will be very healthy or very tired? 3 months he did not have a fish to eat. What do you think will the man be like?
Very tired and weak.
Very tired and weak. Wow, I like the adjectives that you're talking about. All right, the kids I'm not able to see, I'm not able to ask you. Hold on. Fawzi, can I unmute you, and then can you tell me a little more about what you read here? If you could, your videos, inshallah, next time put the videos on so I can see all of you. Right. So the first story is telling me about an old man. Munib, tell me 2 things again that does the story create an interest now? The moment I said an old man who is alone in the sea, what do you think will happen to him? Farhana, what do you think he has seen in the 3 months? What kind of things that can happen in the ocean?
Storms.
Okay, storms, brilliant. Or what else? Sakleen, what else? Sakleen, I'm unmuting you. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, I'm not able to. Saad. Saad. Yes.
Stream.
Okay. Right. What kind of fishes has he seen, Saad?
Fished alone.
Okay, he fished. All right. So he fished alone. Okay, I just saw Fauzi for a moment and then I got away. But anyway, I got a few of it. Right. I know it's okay, Sakleen. I can hear you. So this is the first story. And you see, this is the beginning of the book called The Old Man and the Sea. You see the name of the story itself? It's Old Man and the Sea. Oh, mashallah, I see my old friend. Oh, you got lovely beard, alhamdulillah, Fauzi. Oh, Allah bless you, mashallah. So nice to see. These are my friends from colleges, alhamdulillah. They've become old. I'm still young. Right. So now let me go to another story. Now let me see the story. This book, by the way, The Old Man and the Sea, has won a Nobel Prize. So even books can give you Nobel Prize. Also called the Pulitzer Prize for fiction, and these are brilliant books. Okay, now this is an interesting story from a book called Catch 22. It says love at first sight. So, Sufyan, what does it mean? Love at first sight. Sufyan is smiling. So Ramadan, oh, I should not talk about it. Yes, Sufyan, what does it mean? Love at first, it was love at first sight. What do you think it means? Yeah? I don't know. You don't know? Okay, all right. I'll go to Safiya. Safiya, what do you think it means? I've unmuted you. Go ahead, Safiya.
It means that a person, they get love at the first time they meet, they get in love.
Okay, the first time somebody saw each other, they fell in love. Now, you see, Farhad, it's a small opening. Do you see small opening? But imagine, what do you think now? How many people are already there in this particular scene when you read this? Is it only one person looking at the mirror, or there are already more than one person?
Two
people, right? Your mommy and daddy at least, correct? Now, this for the first time a book like this was written, where nobody is written like that. Suddenly everyone's curious. Oh, see, do you see the names here? There are no names here. There is no sitting here. But suddenly you know it's a story, but it's not a love story, by the way. It's a very sad story, and it's a funny story also. It's called Catch 22. It's a story about a world where everybody is being monitored. Love at first sight, we think it's about love story. It's about where today, like how everybody is monitoring us. You know, we are being monitored all the time. So suddenly these are the stories. I'm going to skip this movie. This particular book is called Catcher in the Rye. It's a very, very fantastic book, especially for college students. Everybody reads this book in the college. It is the most translated book in the world for teenage fiction, where he says, and I'm reading it for you, if you really want to hear about it the first thing you'll probably want to know is where I was born, my lovely childhood, how my parents were occupied, all before the David Copperfield kind of crap. But I don't feel like going if you want to know the truth. So this boy is saying, I will not tell you all these faltu things. I will tell you something more important. And you see, these are the opening that make our book very interesting. Opening that makes the book very, very exciting. Last book, and maybe I will ask someone else to volunteer to read it for me. Quickly, let me go to Ibrahim. Right, Ibrahim, could you read it for me again? Let me unmute you. Can you read this, please?
It was a bright, cold day in April, and the clocks were striking 13.
Okay, fantastic. So clocks were striking 13. So what does that mean, Saad? What time is it? Clock striking 13. What is the time? The time when our classes start. Right? 1 o'clock? Okay, good. So now this is another book called 1984. This book tells about what the world will look like in 1984, that everybody will be controlled. The government will know what you're doing. And today with Facebook and online and WhatsApp, isn't it true? So these are what we call the classics, and they started with it. Another brilliant book that started with, of course, is a book called Zad al-Ma'ad. You know, again, I say this is Ramadan, I'm adding some points around here and there. This is a book by Ibn al-Qayyim. He was actually going on a camel for Hajj. And he said, so much time that I have got, let me write a book. And he wrote one of the best books. It's a small seerah, the biography of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And it's a brilliant book written on the back of a camel. Now, these are what makes great opening. So I'm going to give you a task as I'm talking about it, that what makes great book, remember the first 3 words. The first 3 words will make a great book. So don't start again a new book with once upon a time, let me tell you a story. Maybe the first 3 words will be, I fell down. And suddenly you all are curious. I fell down? Where did you fall down? Like it's a love at first sight. Then remember the 30 words you're going to use. That 30 words are very important to create a hook. And always remember to create 3 paragraphs to tell a story. It's not over. We'll do something else. Here is a game or a story for you. We'll have to create a story around it. All right. Why don't I ask someone to read the story? Quickly, let me go to, all right, Amina. Can I unmute Amina here? Hold on. Is Amina around? Did I lose her? Yeah, sorry. I saw you, Amina. I unmuted you. Can you read it, please?
A 13-year-old girl is bullied at school but then discovers she has a talent for football and is picked to play for the local football team. Suddenly, she is popular.
Okay, so now your story is about a 13-year-old girl who's bullied at school, right? But she loves football and she's playing the football team. I want someone to go back. Maybe I will go to Zayan now. And Zayan, imagine the first day of the school where she's not a popular football girl. What happens to her? Can I see him? Few people around, so hold on. Where did I go? Yeah. Can I see? 1 minute. Can I? Where I see him? Yeah, Zayan. What happens first day at the school? Can you give a beginning to this story? Can you tell me a story's beginning?
Beginning. She's a 13-year-old girl.
Okay.
Who is the schoolmates of her doesn't know that she has a talent for football, and they start bullying her, everyone.
Okay.
Because they think they have talents. But when she gets the talent, when the others come to know she has the talent for football, they will get their mouth struck.
They'll keep their mouth stuck. Okay, right. Abdullah, just tell me one line with any of the words you see here. Maybe I will give you the word scared, right? Abdullah, start the story with the word scared. Just one line I want with the word scared.
The girl, first of all, she was scared to go to the school.
Okay, give me a little more exciting opening using the word scared. Something like a news headline. Or let's make it a little more interesting. Okay, I'll come back to you. Think about it. I'm going to Muazzam. Muazzam, give me another opening with the word angry. A little more masala opening I want. Tell me. Angry. Maybe ask a question to me as an opening. I'll keep opening. I'll come back to you. Sufyan, can you make an opening with the word lonely? Anything about this girl? You know the background of the girl. Give me an opening with lonely. How do you create an opening that way?
Would you get angry if you were bullied?
Okay, that's nice. Can you repeat what he said a little again?
Would you get angry if you were bullied?
Okay, so you are creating a question opening, which is a good opening. Do you get angry if you are bullied? Brilliant. Farhana, start with the word cruel. Hold on, I'm unable to unmute you. Farhana, can you unmute yourself, please? Is it possible? All right, I'll have to go to everybody. No? 1 minute. Okay, I'll come back to you, Farhana. Okay, I'm unmuting everybody. Farhana, can you unmute yourself now and see? Can I go to Saad now? Saad, can you speak? Just one exercise. So, Abdullah, did you get your question again? Give me a question. A girl which is angry or lonely. Give me a sentence with angry or lonely.
The girl was angry because all school were bullied.
Okay, she was angry because. So now again, I'm going to give you a last statement, and I'll come back to you. Imagine if you start with it. Have you ever felt so angry in life? Now, the moment I ask a question like that, suddenly we all are excited. What is she talking about? And that is what a good opening is. We almost finished our first session, and I know we've been doing a little interaction on English. I have an exercise where you have to get up now. All of you will have to get up from your seat now. Bring any book from your choice, and we'll quickly discuss that book. You have to tell me in 3 words what this book is about. All right. So you all are going to get up, put your mics down, go away, find any book. You have to first tell me fiction, non-fiction, and anything. Muneeb is already gone. Go ahead, everybody. Go quickly. Go get any book and come back to me. Go get one book. Yeah. All of you go and get one book. Yeah, you have to go. Don't get your mom and dad to get a book for you. Get up, Abdullah. Susti nahi. Chalo, utho, utho. Good, good. Go, Safiya, get a book. Go ahead, anything. Okay, I've got people. Oh, brilliant. All right, fine. Oh, there you are. Sufyan is the first one to come. Saad is the second one to come from Hyderabad. Okay. Safiya is right behind me. Saklen's and come in. Hold on, hold on. Good, good, good. Keep your books. Just keep your books 2 minutes. You'll get tired if you hold it too long. Muazzam has come in. Now, I'm going to start unmuting you and I'm going to start asking. Everyone's come in. I'll just wait 1 minute for Farhad to come in. Good. Okay, brilliant. Okay, let me start with the first one. Sufyan, you came the first with the book, right? So what book is it, Sufyan? Fiction, non-fiction?
It's a non-fiction book.
Okay.
It's a fiction book, but it could have been true.
Can you show the book to everybody, please? Okay. All right. So this is Roald Dahl. All right. So it's a fiction book. What makes the book interesting, Sufyan? And everybody tell me the book has to be interesting. Don't say, oh, this book is boring. Okay. What makes the book interesting?
The fox always steals the chickens and runs away.
Okay, so stealing the chicken is fun. Yes, it's a very interesting, fantastic Mr. Fox. All right, good. Muazzam, what book? Can you show us your book? Okay, Sufyan, I saw your book. Thank you. You can keep your book down. Muazzam, yeah, tell me, speak. It's fiction, non-fiction. Tell me the name of the book and start.
This is the Famous Five.
Okay.
And it is a non-fiction book.
Okay. Why is it interesting? Why is it interesting? Famous Five, Five Friends, Adventure.
Yes, it talks about an adventure, and these people solve many mysteries, so it becomes interesting to read.
Okay, all right, good enough. I like it. Okay, let me go to where we go to Muneeb. Muneeb, show me your book. And what's the name of the book?
The Wright Brothers.
Wright Brothers, fiction, non-fiction?
Non-fiction.
Non-fiction. And what is exciting about Wright Brothers?
It is very interesting. They learn, and it is very adventurous at how they make aeroplanes and all.
Okay, okay. I think, hold on. It is all about how exciting they are doing. Brilliant, Muneeb. Zayan, what is your book? Can you show me, please?
My book is about A.B. de Villiers.
Oh, A.B. de Villiers, Mr. 360. So what book is it? Is it non-fiction?
This is non-fiction.
All right. And why do you like him, ABD?
Because I like cricket more than anything.
Wow. So we are in the same company. Brilliant. Okay. Quickly, let me jump over to Farhana. Show me your book, please. Right. Oh, Percy Jackson. What book is it? Tell me more.
It is about the Greek mythology.
Okay. Why is it interesting?
Because Percy Jackson is the son of Poseidon, and he does not know that he is the son of Poseidon.
Wow, he does not know. He's very great. And it's a fiction, right?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Amin, I'll jump to you. Show me your book. Oh, Dog Diaries. I love that. Tell me, fiction, non-fiction?
It's fiction, but it can be like real also.
Oh, it could be real, like a Wimpy school, right? The Diary of Wimpy Kid is everybody's story. All of you are Wimpy kids here, isn't it? Or your little brothers and sisters definitely are. Why do you like it, Amina?
Because it's of a girl who goes to a school transfer, but she meets her biggest enemy over there, which was in a previous school. She moved to a school transfer because of that enemy, but she realizes that the enemy is also coming in the school transfer.
Wow, that's a great, interesting story. I like that. I'll have to read this book. Okay. Okay, quickly, Saklen, can you hear me, Saklen? Tell me your book. Show me your book. Okay, Incredible Facts. Fiction, non-fiction?
It's non-fiction.
Tell me one good fact.
The first barcode was used on the Wrigley's chewing gum.
Wow, from the chewing gum, first barcode. I like it, what you all are saying. Okay, well, let me go quickly. Saad, quickly, which book? Show me a book, Saad. Okay, 101 Sira stories. Fiction, non-fiction. Interesting.
Non-fiction.
Yeah, so it's a real story. Why is it interesting?
Because it is about the history of Kaaba, the birth
Okay.
of the Prophet.
So much of our own history that we are learning about. All right, quickly, let me jump over to Safia. Safia, show me a book quickly. I can't unmute you. Yeah, Safia, show me a book quickly. Yeah.
It
Okay.
is about World War.
World War, okay.
World War. Yeah, World War II.
Okay, fiction, non-fiction.
Non-fiction. It happened. There were two parties, Nazis and Allies.
Okay, and they're fighting.
They had a big fight.
Okay, brilliant. I like your causes. Quickly, let me go to two more. Ahmed, and then I'll give you a game, and then we'll close it. Or rather, I will just finish it off with an activity. Ahmed, can I see your book? Or did I finish it?
I don't have the book. I read it online.
Okay, tell me the name.
Artemis Fowl.
Alchemist.
Artemis Fowl.
Okay, and it's fiction, non-fiction?
It's fiction. It's about a boy who's very smart and is a criminal mastermind.
Okay.
And he finds out that elves and fairies and goblins, they are real.
Okay.
So he tries to...
Right. So in the world of fiction, they are creating another fiction, isn't it? That fiction is non-fiction. Interesting.
Yeah.
I like the book. Okay, who did I miss out? Okay, Farhat and Muazzam. I'll come to you quickly and then we'll finish. Farhat, what's your book? Show me.
Makkah al-Mukarram.
Okay.
It is about the city of Kaaba, city of Makkah, and the history of Kaaba.
Wow, so it is again non-fiction about our own history. Ibrahim, I can't see you, but tell me about your book.
My book is about. My book's name is Chicken Soup.
Oh, the chicken soup for the soul. Fiction, non-fiction?
Fictional.
Chicken soup stories, remember, would be always non-fiction. Maybe real stories. Yeah, we'll check that again. Let me quickly jump to Muazzam. Show me your book, Muazzam.
I already showed it.
Oh, you did. Oh, I'm sorry. It should be Mudabbir. Did you finish Mudabbir?
Yes. So
Okay.
this is the Secret Seven.
Okay, Secret 7. All right.
So they are a group of 7 people, and they solve mysteries together.
Wow, so 7 friends solving mysteries together. All right, I'll close this. I think 2 people I could not see, so I did not ask. Fauzi and I see Salma here, so that would be, if I don't see them, I don't remember the kids, but I'm just unmuting them. If you can speak, one of you. Okay, probably this is the first class, so I'll keep skipping over. But we are almost ending our class. On one last note, we did English, and this is your assignment. You are going to talk about this assignment. You are in Antarctica. Can you see the screen? It is the first day of fasting, and you are waiting for the sun to set. But it is almost over 1 hour, and the sun has not set. Right? So this is what we are talking about. This is going to be a story. You have to tell me the answer, and in the chat you have to write down. Remember, just with at least just simple 10 words and your story is over. I only want the opening of the story. Make it as exciting as you can. Remember, the story is you're in Antarctica, first day of Ramadan. You're waiting with your khajur and your iftar and your samosas and your chicken tandoori, and imagine you are 1 hour, 2 hours, and sun is not setting down. And then what are you going to do? So you have to create a small opening for this, and you come back again and let me know about the opening. Quickly, I'm going to stop sharing the screen, and we are ending the meeting here. It's almost 45 minutes. Ramadan, I don't stretch too much. Did you all learn something? I'm going to unmute you and then tell me one thing we learned, and we close the session. Right? Did we learn something about the books and 2 categories?
How to start
Fiction and non-fiction.
Okay, and we saw collectively you almost saw around, with all of you, 15 plus 6 books I showed, 20 fiction, non-fiction book. We will meet again on Thursday, that is Mandela. So you are the first group, Mandela, with something more fun, something more exciting. But every time I'll come back, if the other speaker, I'll do a small quiz on Thursday on books, fiction, non-fiction. All right, so are you all okay to come back on Thursday? Yes. Right, you know assignment. I will put the screenshot of the assignment. Before Thursday, you have to finish the assignment and come back and show it to me. Is that okay, everybody?
Okay. Yes.
Right. Thank you so much. Inshallah, I'll see you all on Thursday. Did you have fun? Can you give me a thumbs up? Did you enjoy something new about English? Little. Okay. You can also give your feedback on what you want to do next Thursday. If you want a little more games, a little more activity, we'll do that. All of you, be good, inshallah. Tell me the Antarctica theme and we'll see you next week. All right. Bye-bye, everybody. Assalamu alaikum. Sufyan, Farhad, Farhana, Safiya, Abdullah, you all. Next week, this Thursday, tomorrow, it will be your brother and sister who will come back and do the session. Allah Hafiz. See Fawzi, Zayan. You are brilliant, Zayan. I'll see you next Thursday now. Okay.